Welcome to Soul TV, your ultimate destination for 24-hour entertainment. And get hooked on engaging reality shows.
But you can't go on camera looking like this. We're trying to get to the money, not from it. Look that way. Look at the Lord. Look at the Lord. Look at you.
Enjoy top-quality music. Explore captivating documentaries.
Who y'all chopping it up with?
T-Wood!
Let's get it.
Dive into inspiring talk shows.
All right, you're watching the Power Hour. I'm your host, DJ Larry Jones.
Cookery programs.
Come join us right here on Soul TV Fun Recipes.
Experience the glitz of red carpet events.
I'm your host, Anthony B. Williams, and we are broadcasting live to Soul TV.
Sunday worship, and so much more. All day, every day. Stay inspired and entertained with Soul TV's captivating content.
We should have left the mic up here so she could drop it.
Spread the word and watch us on our Roku TV channel, Facebook, YouTube, or our website at www.soultvonline.com. Soul TV captivating audiences around the world.
This is Christopher B. Duncan, and you are watching Soul TV.
Hi, I'm Mashiba Webb Whitaker.
And I'm Bobby Whitaker.
And welcome to Soul TV's 2025 Year in Review.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
In January, January was an interesting month.
Very interesting.
It was, it was full of, what do you call that? Inspiration or when something's really positive.
Yeah.
So, you come into a year, you think it's going to be one of your best years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Trump, he was inaugurated in January.
Absolutely. We have another.
He became our president again. It's sort of like, when you throw out a pair of shoes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You wear them again, because there's nothing left. So that's pretty much what happened.
God, that's funny.
There was
that's
nothing
comedy.
left.
But
So
yeah, that was interesting.
Then, yeah.
That's very interesting.
So the inauguration went well, and Elon Musk was there. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And the whole bromance thing with Elon and
what was that all about?
Then they had a falling out.
He was all on the stage, dancing.
So he came in and did what he needed to do.
Absolutely.
Now in January, unfortunately, we had one celebrity that we lost.
Sam Moore.
Sam Moore.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what Sam Moore sang?
What did he sing?
He sang, I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man.
Yeah. I remember that song.
Yeah. So, and then also he's saying, if something is wrong with my baby, something is wrong with me. Now, he was part of a duo. It was Sam and Dave.
Sam and Dave.
Yeah, it's really good down soul music.
Yeah.
Really rich soul music.
Okay, I like soul music.
So other than that, January was pretty uneventful.
Yeah. But just February, we lost Viola Davis. Not Viola, Voletta.
Voletta Wallace. Let's start that over.
In February, we actually lost Viola Wallace. Is it
Voletta?
Okay. So February, we actually lost Biggie's mom.
Yeah, Biggie Small's mother.
Yeah.
Unfortunately passed away. Yeah. Voletta Wallace.
Voletta.
Now, she reminded me a lot of Tupac's mom.
Yeah.
Because, you're a mother of a hip hop star. So
absolutely,
it's kind of like the same impact. Like it's an impact for the music world that, they lost the mother of one of these hip hop icons.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now
the next one up was Roberta Flack.
Yeah, Roberta Flack. Yeah. Unfortunately, she passed away.
Yeah, that blew us all away.
Yeah, and what really made an impact on me was her orchestrated sound. Her piano.
Definitely.
And then she got with Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
Where is the love?
Where is the love?
Just beautiful songs. So, you're gonna miss Roberta.
We're definitely gonna miss her.
Unfortunately.
Now, Irv Gotti is another one that we lost in 2025. Yeah, in February.
What did Irv Gotti do?
He was a producer and record label owner.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think he was responsible for discovering Ashanti, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's going to be missed now. The next one is
Gene Hackman and his wife.
Yeah.
Now, Gene Hackman, unfortunately, he, in his older years, he needed someone to take care of him to do, minimal tasks.
Yeah.
So when his wife was that caretaker, so, something happened where she caught a respiratory disease and she collapsed in the home. So there was nobody there to help her. Unfortunately, Gene, he couldn't see his way out of the place where they were living.
So sad.
And then he eventually passed away. It was a very sad story.
Yeah.
But he's a great actor, and we will miss him.
Absolutely. Greatly missed.
Greatly missed.
Up next is
Gwen McCree. Now, Gwen McCree was the wife of George McCree.
Okay.
George McCree was the one that sang Rock Me Baby.
Rock Me Baby.
I know he's probably just really missing her. So
devastated.
We want to acknowledge that to the music world lost the legend there.
Now, last but not least, in February, Dwayne Wiggins from Tony.
Yeah, Dwayne Wiggins. Now, that is one iconic group.
Definitely.
And Dwayne Wiggins was pretty young.
Yeah.
He had a lot of life left. Mm-hmm. We're going to miss him as well.
So, let's do March. Now, who do we lose in March?
In March, we lost George Foreman. That was
big.
Name.
That was big.
George did so much. He, he was a fighter. He fought Muhammad Ali.
Absolutely.
He got George Foreman grills.
Got the George Foreman.
A lot of people have George Foreman grills in their home.
Did
and
you
one
have
time
one?
I had several.
I had a few. I had every size they had. Okay.
So we're gonna miss George.
Definitely greatly missed.
Now Angie Stone, we lost Angie Stone as well in March. This was a tragic story.
That was tragic.
Of an accident. So apparently she was going to another concert date and her van flipped over.
And she was the only fatality.
Yeah. So, there was a whole funeral. Everyone was really broken up about it. Yeah. And we'll miss Angie dearly.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And the next one up is Roy Ayers.
Roy Ayers, yeah. You know what?
Searching.
You know what song I always think about? In Straight Outta Compton movie when Dre is sitting back.
Searching.
That was a big part of that song.
Absolutely.
Dre's song.
That was a big part of all of our lives.
Yeah, Roy Ayers. So at one point, that was in the 70s and the 80s. That was really big. So fortunately, we'll be moving along.
Yeah. So then.
All
right. So April, we lost Val Kilmer, which was an amazing actor, and we will never ever forget him.
Yes. Yeah. Val Kilmer did Top Gun with Tom Cruise. He was in Heat.
Yeah.
So many movies, I can't even name them all, but we will miss Val Kilmer. He was a really great actor.
Absolutely. Pope Francis.
Pope Francis. We lost Pope Francis as well in April.
Yeah. So moving on to our May losses. Laura Swift. Now, who is this?
From MASH. Okay. I'll do it. So in May, we lost Laura Swift.
Okay.
So she was the nurse in MASH.
Okay.
She was one of the popular nurses.
Everybody remembers her.
Yeah. She had the long, blonde, fluffy hair.
Dirty blonde.
80s style.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And everybody was after her.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah, a room full of men and a single woman.
My God, today.
So we lost George Witt. You know who he was? He was always
Actor
at the bar.
In Cheers,
and
right?
Cheers, yeah.
Where somebody want to go where everybody knows you.
Sometimes you gotta go
where everybody knows your name.
And if you keep singing,
and they're always glad you came. You wanna go where people troubles are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Okay, so moving along.
June. Are we in June?
June.
Now listen, first up for June is your girl, Mashiba Webb Whitaker. Huh? I hear the applause. That is June 4th, in case you were wondering.
For your birthday?
For my birthday.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, these are deaths, so definitely.
No, we're going to edit that out.
For June.
For June,
Sly Stone.
Sly Stone.
Yeah.
Now, that was really big for the music
If
world.
you want me to stay, I'll be around to do.
So,
both of you.
Sly Stone, you know, he went all the way back to the 60s.
Yeah, definitely. We listen, his music is timeless. It will never go anywhere. So thank you, Sly, for all your contributions to music. Absolutely. Now let's go back to BET and Ananda Lewis.
Ananda Lewis, gone too soon.
Gone way too soon.
Yeah, she was young, beautiful.
Definitely.
She passed away, I believe, from breast cancer.
Yeah, a form of cancer. It's crazy. It's wild.
So we're gonna miss Ananda.
Absolutely.
And was it 601 in Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it 106?
106.
He said 601. Now listen, we could start a show.
Yeah,
601
Park.
Soul
I think there might be a copyright issue with that.
Let's get it. Let's get it. The next one is Brian Wilson.
Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that song? I'm gonna take me by the hand. That's the Beach Boys, ain't it? I'm gonna take.
I don't think so. There's California Girls, stuff like that. The sunshine. That's the time in the 70s when you went to the beach.
Absolutely.
You know, the girls were dressed in girl stuff.
Oh my God.
The men were surfboards.
The men were menning.
Yeah. So, you know, California girls.
Yeah.
West Coast, strictly West Coast. But we will miss him.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of good memories coming out of the Beach Boys music.
Now, the next up is Walter Scott from The Whispers.
Walter Scott, yeah. So Walter Scott is actually, you know, him and his brother are twins.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
that must be hard on, missing your twin.
Especially around the holidays.
They have such a great history in music.
Absolutely.
A lot of great songs like The Beat Goes On. Just beautiful music.
Absolutely.
So we're going to miss Walter as we move into 2026.
Thank you for your contribution in music.
So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back with some more interesting facts about 2025 and people that we're leaving behind and events that happened this year.
You're watching Soul TV 2025 Year in Review. We'll be right back.
All right. Bye-bye.
Catch the Mashiba Web Show every Friday, 6 p.m. right here on Soul TV.
A fresh show that says we need it right now. Even anybody else there need the Lord right now, need the Lord right now.
All right, now in July, July was, I was sweating the whole month because Malcolm Jamal Warner kicked that thing off. Huh?
Yeah, tragically, Malcolm Jamal Warner, we lost him in July. Now, the story is that he was in Costa Rica and he was an avid swimmer. He swam really well, but apparently he got caught in a riptide. So that was just shocking.
Definitely.
We were in Michigan when that happened, and it was shocking because, you know, you get to know these people. It's almost like your family.
It's like a cousin.
Because the Cosby Show, like, Denise is everybody's sister.
Right.
Malcolm is everybody's brother. So
absolutely.
You know, it's really hard. It's unfortunate that we'll be leaving him behind in 2025.
Now, another one is Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, yes. Now, I grew up on Hulk Hogan. I grew up on wrestling, so Hulk Hogan's been a staple in my life as far as, you know, being a household name.
Yeah. Well, he'll be greatly missed in the WWE world.
I know there's a lot of controversy with Hulk Hogan, but, you know, What a life, huh? What an adventure he had.
What a legacy.
Yeah, what a legacy.
Yeah. Next up is Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne. Now, Ozzy Osbourne, he just rocked the music world.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a little wild, but you know, it's rock and roll. So rock and roll is known for
a little wild.
A little wild, you know, eating bats and things like that. And who knows? They might not have been real bats. They're probably gummy bats. Gummy bears, gummy bats. They catch up. Yeah, and our condolences to Sharon.
Yeah,
you know, that was her lifetime love right there.
Yeah. Well, next up is Michael Madison.
Michael Madison. Wow, Michael Madison.
Hey Siri, who was Michael Madison?
Michael Madison is an American serial killer and racist.
Why are you there?
Hey Siri.
Somehow he got on the list.
Killers, Willers, and
So that brings us to August 2025, which was a really interesting month because there was a lot of loss in August. So
Danielle Spencer kicked it off.
Danielle Spencer, we all know her from What's Happening. She was Raj's little sister on What's Happening. And just like before, I told you, when we have these family shows, it's like part of your family. It's like, you know, like you lost a sister.
Absolutely.
So very memorable timing.
And she lived to be 60 years old. So what a blessing, huh?
And you know, she was an accomplished veterinarian too. So she liked to work with animals.
Wow.
So, you know, that was her profession.
Greatly missed.
She'll be greatly missed.
Yeah, yeah. The next one is Terrence Stamp.
Yeah, Terrence Stamp. He played in Superman.
He did. He was like, wasn't he the villain?
He was
Superman?
one of the villains, I believe, in Superman. Yeah. So he'll be greatly missed. He was a big star. His face is everywhere on these movies.
Absolutely. Now the next up is Judge Frank Caprio.
Frank Caprio.
Listen, that young man. My hat is off to you, Judge. I hear the applause.
He did such a lot of good things for people.
Did.
He helped people.
Yes, he did.
He excused cases.
Yes, that he didn't have to.
Because he was, he
wanted to give people a chance.
He was a layman's man. Like, he understood what it was to work hard and then have to give away all your money because of a minor violation.
Right. Well, he will be greatly missed.
Yeah, so George Frank Caprio will be greatly missed. We lost him. And there will never be another Frank Caprio.
There will never.
He was a social media sensation.
Next up is Lonnie Anderson.
Lonnie Anderson. Now, I remember WKRP.
In Cincinnati. Okay.
Boy, she was the heartthrob, I tell you.
Yeah. All that blonde hair from the shop.
The blonde hair and blonde everything.
My God. She'll be greatly missed.
Yeah.
Now, September, we are here. We have arrived, and your man Charlie Kirk kicked it off.
Charlie Kirk, yeah. Charlie Kirk, he was unalived in September. It was unfortunately, the whole country knew about it, and they grieved him as well.
Yeah. So he'll be greatly missed. Next up is Robert Redford.
Robert Redford.
Iconic actor,
like Hall of Fame worthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So many great movies.
All right. Up next is Graham Greene. He died at 73.
Graham Greene, he was Indian. So it's like Graham Greene was always the person to go to when you need a representation of an Indian.
Yeah. Like Dances with Wolves.
So he was everybody's Indian.
The Howling.
Yeah.
All of it. Yeah.
So he was in Dancing with Wolves. Yeah. So, he's a really peaceful guy. So Graham Greene, what he portrayed on the stage was also the way he lived his life. Really lived his life. He was real chill, laid back, peaceful. You know, he did a lot of nature philosophy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you should look him up. He's got a lot of good knowledge.
He'll be greatly missed.
That we will miss. Yeah.
All right. So we made it all the way down to the last one. Okay. So we made it all the way down to the last one in September, and that is
Paula Deen Holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flo.
Who
can forget her?
Kiss my grits.
Kiss my grits.
Yeah.
And she was always chewing gum.
Yeah.
Take your order. Can I take your order,
She had
sir?
the 70s beehive. Oh man, I remember when Alice first started coming on.
Yeah.
You know, I'm watching it on my little tiny TV, you know, but back then, those the little box TVs, that's all you had.
Yeah.
And I just really loved that way it started off.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll be greatly missed. Now we're down to October, and it was 2 people that died in October, and they both blew me away. And the first one up is... How does it feel?
D'Angelo.
Lord, why?
D'Angelo, you know, it's just a really strange situation because
My God.
Angie Stone passed away a couple
Was
months
it
before.
7 months before? Like a few months, several months?
several
Like
months
what? The same
And then
year even.
Angie Stone passed away in March.
that ain't
And then we got D'Angelo passing away in October. So, you know, a lot of people say, did he die of a broken heart? You know, so D'Angelo will be missed. We hope that wherever he is, him and Angie
Absolutely.
is back together again.
Absolutely. All right, and the last one up for October is
Diane Keaton. So she passed away at 79.
Yeah.
Great actress.
Great actress.
You couldn't
wholesome.
You couldn't flip through a movie book without seeing her face
Right,
somewhere
right.
in there. So a lot of great films.
All right, we made it all the way down to November, and the first one that kicked it off was Sally Kirkland.
Sally Kirkland, yeah, she was a great actress. She did a lot of early work in the 70s. So
Okay.
she will be missed.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
then the political side, we have Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney, you know, his name became really popular with the Iraq war back in the 80s. Yeah.
What was the war?
It was it was called Desert
Storm.
Desert Storm.
Ooh, we had to listen.
We
need to order. Did you order the mushroom pills?
Yeah.
All right.
No, we didn't. I can't remember.
My brain needs a little help. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're made it down to the 12th month, the 11th hour, and the 59th minute. And who kicked it off for us in December, Mr. Whitaker?
Well, you got Abraham
Quintanilla. My God.
which
Selena's
is,
father.
Selena's father.
Yeah.
Selena's father. You know him from
the movie
Selena. You kind of get to know his work ethic and how he loved his children.
He was like a mini Joe Jackson without the violence.
So it was. So Abraham, you know, he was really hard pressed to make a success out of his daughter, and he
Absolutely.
did.
Yes,
He did. And unfortunately, he lost his daughter, and that seemed to have broken
heart.
And he's had to live with this for this.
Absolutely.
So maybe he's at peace.
And maybe him and Selena are back together.
Maybe
again.
they're back together yet.
Yeah.
I like to think that.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate that he had to go. But he leaves behind several children besides, you know, Selena, which was gone. So.
Well, he'll be greatly missed.
Yeah.
The next one up is Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner.
Oh my God.
Now, Rob Reiner, unfortunately, his son is a suspect in what happened to him.
So we're going to leave it right there at that.
Yeah. So, and up next, we have Carl Carlton. She's a bad man, pajama. Just as bad she can be. Yeah, so Carl Carlson, boy, I love that song. I would sing that song. You know, I think I sang that song every year since it was made.
Listen, when he hit that note at the end, you remember that when he hit that at the end, didn't you?
It's got me sold that. Hello. So yeah, he unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
And we will miss his contribution to the
Definitely.
music world.
Definitely.
We will be leaving him in 2025.
Definitely.
Gone but not forgotten.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Coming to the end of the year, we lost Melanie Watson. Now,
Melanie Watson,
who
everybody.
was Melanie Watson? Melanie Watson was, remember the little girl on Different Strokes? She was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And her and Gary Coleman.
Yeah. That was his friend.
That
in a
was his
wheelchair.
friend. Yeah,
absolutely.
So, you know, here's a couple of pictures to remember her by. But she always, you know, she made people aware of handicap and what it's like to be handicapped. So, handy-capable.
Handy-capable. I like that.
So, yeah, they made, these shows made people aware of how handy-capable people lived, you know.
Right.
I remember sensing that, you know, they want us to teach us how to understand what other people are going through. That's
and it's a good tactic.
Yeah.
It's a good way to do it.
So that was
because kids can be cruel.
Kids can be cruel, yeah. So that was our last one for the year. And you know, I know there's more out there, but these are the ones that people remember the most. So.
And the ones that touched
and
our lives.
Our condolences to all of them that we have to leave behind in 2025. If you have anybody you had to leave behind in 2025, leave them in the comments so, you know, it could be a memorial to 2025 and letting 2025 go. What is your New Year's resolution for 2026?
Oh my God. One of my New Year's resolutions is to, you know, I just recently got married. I don't know if you guys know, but yeah, I recently.
It's been a year. That's not recently.
She recently got married. We're still newlyweds, sir.
We've
been married 12 months.
12 months.
13.
When is
14
not
months.
recently? Huh? Okay. We've been recently married according to this decade.
All right, there you have it, guys. We thank you for sticking and staying right here with us, Bobby and I, with Soul TV all year long. Listen, you could have been anywhere, but you're right here with us. You're right here.
Yeah.
And listen, we just want to say from all of our family to yours, Happy New Year.